Hello my friend, and indeed welcome to what is obviously going to be another absolute scorcher of a session here with Flex Awaken. I'm going to be training with you, alongside you, delivering you all the tips and tricks you need to get the most out of every repetition so you can get stronger, build muscle, and be more mobile and just feel damn good inside and out. All you're going to be needing is a selection of dumbbells. You'll see me flip-flotting probably between 3 or 4 pairs today, right the way down from something very light all the way to something heavier if the exercise and my ability calls for it. You can simply improvise with what you have. Hopefully you have more than just one pair, but maybe if you're early on the strength training journey, I haven't convinced you yet to invest further, but it will come. So let's jump into our warm-up and we're gonna have a great session together. I'll tell you everything else you need to know as we go. Yes! Holy macaroni, have we got a plethora of goodies in store for us today. I'm going to try and keep myself concise with my instruction because otherwise we are going to just get lost. My feet are hip width apart. I'm about to drop my good morning. Hands in the Cobra stance. Soft knee. Let's just drive the hips back. Connecting with that hinge pattern. We're going to be using that today with some Romanian deadlifts. We're even going to be using it when we start for our Pendlay Row. Pendlay Row is going to be our opening strength piece today. A little bit more advanced, you could argue, than a regular bent over row because we've got to hold a challenging deep hinge position whilst being quite explosive with our rowing as we connect the dumbbells to the floor if you're able to do so. Anyway, it's just a really nice variation. Rest. Whew. So we're going to want to have awareness around those hip positions like we just did. We're going to pop our feet around shoulder width apart wherever you're comfortable squatting in. And just see if you can find a nice comfortable bottom position. We're now going to work in some T-spine rotations. This is a tough place to do rotations. Simply do your best. I'm going to press one hand into the ground and rotate around with the other. Oh my goodness. I can absolutely feel that I have been hunched over my desk, stressed all day. You, Jasper, stressed? I know it seems hard to believe. Halfway there. But thems be the reals. Oh yeah. T-spine rotation, really important, really nice, really ignored. And I'm feeling better already. Rest. Lovely. Scapular push-up to a down dog. One of my favorite combinations for getting those shoulders just opening up in every direction. Scapula refers to that shoulder blade, so I'm just going to do a push-up. So squeeze those back together, pull them apart. Now I'm going to do it all on all fours here so I can just focus on that shoulder blade. Then protract, so pull them apart, and then I'm going to pike my bum to the sky and press down between my shoulders for the down dog press. If you find this too easy, you can simply perform the scapular push-up on your toes as well. So in a push-up position, I'll demonstrate a rep here. Halfway there. Harder on the old core-a-roo for sure. Sorry, this shirt is questionable at best. Okay. Rest. We're going to be looking at that also challenging shoulder extension here with the tabletop. We'll be doing it with reps. We're going to hold for a couple of seconds at the top. My fingers are pointing away in this variation. I'm going to float my bum and pull my shoulders back, squeeze my bum at the top, try and get everything in a line. A nice flat tabletop there. A couple second hold. Now we will be doing some reverse plank, okay, which is basically like this but with my legs straight. We're going to do that with the Pendlay Row. So that is working in our shoulder extension. So that's kind of our, it is our mobility assignment, but it's got some core strength in there as well. All right. If you find that too tough, you could just kind of do a bit more of this. I'll explain that as we go. Won't be for very long, 20 or 30 seconds after those Pendlay rows. Rest. Oh. Okay. Now, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. We are doing some Cossacks today. If you've been with me in the previous sessions, we're going to be building on that. One of our sessions will always have a Cossack in it. I say always, but right now. So I'm just going to use my hands to assist and alternate side to side with this lateral squat position, or the groin bias Cossack. So I'm not squatting deep just yet. I want us to get better at just getting as deep as we can right there. Nice. Use your hands as you need to for assistance.
Seconds. Rest.
Okay, next up is going to be our Pendlay Row. So I'm going to grab something moderate here, because I'm calm. You can just grab something light to moderate, you'll be fine. Now the main difference here is that the dumbbells start and finish each repetition on the floor. It can be good though, because you can take a bit of a rest in between. I want us to try and get 8 to 10 reps is probably a good place for us to start here whilst we're focusing on our form. We can go heavier and less if we want to down the line.
Let's go.
So I'm going to softly drive my bum back like I did at the start. I'm going to pick my dumbbells up but still resting them on the floor. Explode to the chest, control back to the floor. So we do want to be explosive. Explode to the chest, control back. All right, still trying to keep my chest up, my butt back, my back nice and flat. All right, so I did 10 there. You know, normally we're obviously going quite slowly. Pendlay Row is for explosive pulling power. The slower stuff we get during other variations. So, practice with that. Explosive to the top and just controlling it to the floor as much as you need to. So I'm going to try this reverse plank position. I'm going to go with my fingers away. You can orientate your fingers whichever way you fancy that feels good for your wrist. And I'm going to try 20 to 30 seconds in this plank position. So yes, I'm challenging my shoulder extension, but it's obviously loaded here. It's a bit tougher than the tabletop. Do your best. Just sneaking in a bit of extra work here for the shoulders and the core. Core being refers to this full belt. That can be my lower back, partly my glutes, deep core musculature, but not just the abs on the front there. I'm gonna take a rest there. Cool. I'm gonna keep hold of these weights. Like I said, I've been at my desk all day, not in the gym. So I'm feeling a little rusty cakes. So I'm going to take my time getting into today's session. But we got 2 more sets. 2 more sets, so I can go heavy on the last one. If you want to, you can slow things down a little bit there. It's not necessary today, because we're going to get plenty of that, like I said, in other row variations. But if it helps you keep things under control, that's fine. Oh yeah. We got first up. Yeah, well. Okay. Another reverse plank. Like I said, if you're finding that really tough, you could just try a tabletop hip, which puts less force through the shoulders, but it does require a bit more extension. I will say,
halfway there.
The one funny thing about doing these talking sessions, I can't play music whilst I am doing it, for copyright reasons. Probably why I talk so much, just to fill the room. All right, that was a good 30 seconds for me. I think. 25 till that next set, that last set. So I'm gonna grab my heaviest things here and see what I can get. 5 to 8 reps with the Pendlay here. Like I said, this is our big strength move where we're gonna be lifting the heaviest. So I'm gonna give it a go. 30 kilos a hand.
10 seconds.
Exploding. Returning to the floor. Oh yeah, okay.
Last round.
Oh yeah, okay. 8 reps. 8 big old heavy reps. I'm gonna get my last reverse plank in here and have a bit of a chat to you about what's coming up and what's going on. So we will be doing our Cossack, pause Cossacks and pause RDLs up next as a real serious lower body pairing. If you've been joining me for previous sessions, you know those are our 2 main archetypes we're working with right now. All right, to really build out the strength and range of motion on both sides of the legs. I'm recovering from a wee bit of a flu, so my conditioning feels a bit low, energy is a bit of a struggle. So I'm not going to push myself too much on the loading, I'm just going to focus on feeling good today and getting a really nice range of motion, getting the joints feeling nice and buttery again. So, you don't have to follow my intensity to a T. Please go with what feels good for you, all right? If you really want to work hard, you don't see me struggling quite as much, even though I might be feeling it, please feel free to push yourself, and that can be done with your loading. We've got these 45-second windows coming up.
10 seconds.
Okay, first one being that Cossack.
Let's go.
Now, like I alluded to earlier, I'm gonna drive that knee out. I'm gonna sit as low as I can here before any of my position has to change, okay? All just focusing on one side right now, trying to really build that range of motion. Very, very tough, but the great thing about this, just go as low as you can.
Halfway there.
Can be nice to use a little bit of weight because it pushes you a little bit deeper into the position, but not too much, obviously. And holding at the bottom.
Rest.
Cool. Like I said, we're gonna do that other side. You may well notice a different side to side. So normal, okay? So normal. We've all got imbalances going on, but equally why it's so important to train side to side there. Wow, I do feel out of shape from having taken a week off. Woo!
Round 2.
All good. On to the other side.
Halfway there. Ten seconds.
I'm gonna cut my set there. Ooh.
Rest.
Oh, gravity. Gravity feels heavy on me right now. So next up, Romanian deadlift. So a little bit of knee bend, really focusing on driving those hips back, focusing on that big stretch in the hamstrings. And we're gonna be holding at our biggest stretch position, probably somewhere around the mid shin for you. Couple seconds down there, okay? Whew. All right.
Round 3.
Dumbbells close to the legs, tight belly, big drive, couple seconds. Oh yeah, really nice.
Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Lovely. So we're now coming into our second and final set of that pairing. So any adjustments to the weights you might want to use, get that ready now, 20 seconds. Yes.
Round 4.
Caught me sleeping. Okay.
Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Oh my goodness. Make sure you're drinking water. I forgot my water bottle. So don't be like me. Good time to drink here. Whew. All right, last Cossack. Gracias a Deus.
Round 5.
Who am I kidding? I love the Cossack. I'm just being humbled by it today.
Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Oh yeah. Okay. Last of the Romanian deadlifts coming up. And then we'll take a minute off. Oh yeah. Ah.
Last round.
Don't forget your pauses, friends. Holding, holding, holding. Big drive. Something I like to think about is keeping my armpits tight. It's going to keep your upper back muscles switched on. Stops you from likely to rounding in the back. So just imagine you're holding
Halfway there.
oranges or tennis balls in your armpits, whichever weird visualization helps you. But that can help you from doing that at the bottom. Keep that upper back tight.
10 seconds. Rest.
Okay. All right, my buds, let me talk to you about what's going on. In just under a minute, we're going to start a 3-piecer for 2 sets. Last one before we do our AMRAP at the end. First one is going to be this depth push-up. Depth, deficit, whichever term. I've elevated my hands on the dumbbells here, okay? That's going to increase the range of motion,
Rest.
which is great for mobility, muscle building, is going to make it harder. We did these, if you joined me for that previous session, where we were just doing the negative, so just the lowering phase. So today, I'm going to try and come back up for the whole of the set. If push-ups are really tough for you, obviously perform that on your knee. If you're trying to make the bridge between knee and full, you could get rid of the depth. I know it's a lot going on there. Let's have a play.
Let's go.
All right, so I'm just gonna control my chest to the floor in between, touch, but press to the top. All right, if that feels crazy for you, try it on the floor or try it from the knee.
Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Okay, we're now going to be coming into a goblet squat, classic, but 1 1/4 reps. So I'm going to hit my deepest position, come up just a little bit, back down, drive to the top to finish the rep. Spending more time in that deep stretch position. Again, good for mobility, good for muscle growth. I'm going to use one of these puppies.
Round 2.
Down all the way, up just a little bit, back down, drive tall. Really nice one for getting strong where most of us suck, which is right at the bottom.
Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
All right guys, next up, the third one. Really weird, simple, very hard. The active Cobra. So Cobra, if we think about that yoga position, where I'm going to be pressing up, big extension in the spine. And then what I'm going to do from that passive position where I'm pressing is gently, well, I say gently, I'm going to squeeze my whole body. I'll talk you through it. So my toes are on the ground. I'm going to press up to my best extended position. I'm then going to engage my glutes, squeeze my legs, gently lower, and then pull my shoulders back. Try and maintain that position. 3, 2, 1, relax. So basically trying to bridge the gap between our passive range here, where the body's being held up by the arms, and the active range into our next rep. The strength of your spinal extension.
10 seconds.
Try one more. All right, really squeeze. Lifting the chest. Gently lower, squeeze everything.
Rest.
Okay. That's a weird one. It's ambitious of me to put it in here. So don't worry if you felt all over the shop there. We'll get another nice set of it, and then that'll be in your arsenal for next time. Oh, active Cobra. Great way of building T-spine extension. Where most of us are here, right? Flexed. So that's why it's so tough. One of the reasons it's so tough. Back to our push-ups.
Round 4. Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Oh boy. Cool. That's it for those. One more set of those 1 1/4 goblets. Oh yeah.
Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Oh, I must say, recovering from illness takes the wind out of my sails. I can't do as much talking as I know you guys love me to do. But into the last of the active Cobra. Huh. So, get into your position, squeeze the whole back of the body, and pull everything back, thumbs to the sky. 2, 1, relax. Reset, try and lift high, bit taller, bit taller, bit taller this time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Halfway there.
Next one. Squeeze, 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 stay tall.
10 seconds.
And do one more.
Rest.
Okay. Ooh, friends. Going to be finishing up with that AMRAP. Pretty simple today. Rear delt flies. So bent over position, similar to we were doing at the start. I'm going to go pronated, palms down, or light dumbbell, very light.
Rest.
Very light, slight bend in the elbows, squeeze back. Envision small bit of muscle on the back of the shoulder, upper back there. Squeeze and control. We're just partnering that with a single arm dumbbell sit up. 10 to 15 on the rear delt fly, gives you a bit of room to play depending on the weight you're using, how hard you're finding the exercise. And I'm gonna say 8 to 12 with the dumbbell sit up, but I'll talk you through that. See how much work we can get done in 6 minutes.
Let's go.
Bent over, big squeeze, control. Big squeeze, control. Like I said, 10 to 15. I'm gonna see what feels good for me here. Ten, 11, 12, I'm gonna go with 12. Now to keep things simple here, I'm gonna go on the lighter side for the dumbbell sit-up. Bearing in mind we're gonna do one side then the other, so it's a lot of work for the abbies. 8 to 12 per side. So we've got a bit of knee bend here. I'm gonna have my other hand on the floor. You can use it to push up if you have to, but try to just let all the work come from this movement. So I'm gonna sit up and punch tool, like you're finishing a shoulder press. Control down, sit up, punch tool. If you need to go body weight only with this, you could, of course. And focus on pressing your knuckles into the ceiling. As your shoulders get stronger, you'll be able to handle it. I'm gonna try 10 aside. Again, like I said, a lot of work for the abs in total. That was 10 on the right. Left always feels funny after all that. Okay. Oh yeah, that was nice. Okay, where are we at? 330 there. That's kind of perfect for another set. Sometimes there's 2 rounds with this AMRAP. Chef's kiss. If you want to keep on plowing through and squeeze in more, oh yeah, that's your prerogative. Okay, might try 15 here. I feel like I can push that a bit further.
Halfway there.
Oh yeah, 15. Hey. Oh yeah. Alrighty. Definitely gonna feel fatigue on these ones. Sometimes with these kind of movements, you can feel a bit of lower back discomfort. So if that's not a case of cushioning and it is causing you a bit of grief, you could simply try a crunch here. So just sitting up enough to contract the abs at the top. Again, always listen to your body. Don't blindly follow me or anyone else. Everything can be scaled and adapted. Always happy to discuss that with you. I'm gonna go 11 and 12 per side here. As I know I'll probably have the time. Oh man. Here we go. Big sets to finish. Last 2 for me. Oh yeah. Oh, where are we at? 30 seconds. Oh, you know what, friends? I'm not going to start another set because I won't finish it. I'm just going to root you on. If you're still going because you're a legend, I appreciate you. So happy you're here, showing up with me, a comparable stranger on the internet, and yet I feel connected to you all as we try to just focus on keeping our minds and our bodies strong. Super cool.
Rest.
And that is the best. We're going to be coming into some floor stretches here. I'm going to want you to go for your widest pancake, tough position. So just feet opening around here. And then we're going to work in a bit of side bend. You can kind of play with this. I like to take one arm fully overhead, either drape it along the leg, if we can reach the toe, cool, and then kind of pull through. I've got this big stretch in my lats down to my QL in the lower back there. can feel really nice. Again, don't force anything. And if you can't get anything satisfying, again, you can just sit with a bit of a side bend.
Halfway there.
In your best pancake.
Ten seconds. Rest.
Oh yeah. Wowza. That session flew by, you know. Hope it did for you.
Round 2.
Oh yeah. If you've been a regular with me, I hope you noticed some improvements there, even to small moments like in those Cossacks, in that range of motion at the bottom, or simply in your other movements, maybe some push-ups, or simply feeling more connected and confident with all these different exercises that I throw at you. That's pretty damn cool, you know. It only comes from showing up. No one can fast track this process. It's just the work. And indeed, if you're new around here, please introduce yourself in the comment section below. Oh, I sound like an airline pilot. We're cruising at 11800 101 local time. The weather outside is sunny. But seriously, if you're new around here, please introduce yourself. Guys, single leg saddle, this is tough. So I'm basically gonna get into my basic saddle, kick one leg out.
Round 3.
And I'm gonna lower down a little bit. Woo, just focusing on that big knee bend. Quads, if your foot's tucked, bring it to the side, can increase the stretch through the quad. Woo, hopefully you found something reasonable there. And guys, just keep it up.
Halfway there.
I appreciate your support. I'm feeling that electricity in the air, you know. So wherever you're finding me, I don't feel like YouTube's doing a particularly good job of sharing my stuff, but some of you champions flying the flag wherever you're on, Instagram, Reddit, internet forums, whatever it might be.
Rest.
I got big plans for us, you know. Big plans. Let's hit the other side. Last stretch. Last stretch.
Last round.
Oh yeah. Oh, it feels so much better. Like I said, banging my head against the wall with this current project. I'm building a coaching program for nutrition and lifestyle
Halfway there.
to arm people with the tools they need to eat in a way that reaches their goals without sacrificing their sanity and all that good stuff. Help people avoid the mistakes I made in my fitness journey. But oh my goodness, a lot to
10
do.
seconds.
A lot to do. I won't be plugging it too hard, I'm not very good at that, but I will let you guys know if you want to be a part of it. Oh yeah.
Rest.
But until next time, sweat out, happiness in,
Well done.
and be strong, my friends, because you came here today. So I appreciate you. Catch you next time.